this. The Gillette.
I guess I am.
Yes, you are. You're ready. Okay, what's the first address? 248 Gillette. Gillette
Yeah.
Drive. Okay, so Gillette Drive. Okay, so I'm Googling it, and I see it on Zillow twice. That's the first problem. Um, and I'm gonna make. Hold on. I'm gonna make a little checklist for this project. Let me just move all my notes out of the way. So we're gonna go with. Um,
Well, it's on 248 Gillette, and then there's 249 Gillette on
oh,
Zillow.
oh yeah, duh. Sorry, 248 Gillette. I gotta slow down and concentrate. Gillette
That's okay. I
Drive.
just, I
Okay, so
just gotta keep track of you.
Google it. Yep, and then so now let's take a look at. Let's just look at Zillow. We get what the thing. The first thing to do is check. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. I just went to. I just clicked on that first link, and you are not shown as a listing agent.
Okay.
So do you I mean look on another browser that you're not logged into Zillow on and see if you see the same thing?
I do. I see that, but I'm not. So I don't know why that is, but I'll go into. But every time when I go into Zillow and they say, yeah, we've already got your listing, we're good.
Well, we're gonna be able to throw this at them and say, hey, here's a video showing I'm not. So get to it. Okay, so now we're going back. Now we're gonna go to Trulia, and you're
Right,
not
I was
and
there.
you're not there either.
Well, okay.
And let's see if it's down at the bottom here. I'm looking down at the bottom. Listing courtesy of one second. Listing courtesy of where's that? What was a broker reciprocity? Um, it says powered by Benchmark, provided by agent Shelley Broward. Okay, so why aren't you as a listing agent on Trulia? So we'll do that. Not listing
Well,
agent.
what I see on Trulia is that I am. I see it down there.
Down there, yes, but not up top.
Right.
That's where it needs to be, because we're talking about a high-end listing. So you need all the exposure. So now we'll go back and we'll go to um, homes.com, because those are the big ones. And voila, there it is. You're showing the way you should. Shelley Broward. 887-1903 is your phone number?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Because
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah,
see,
that's nice.
that's the way the others need to be, and we're gonna hound the crap out of them until they do. How come you could say? How come crap is approved on FCC but not shit? When you say shit, it doesn't sound as good. But crap sounds better. Isn't that funny? Okay, so yeah, so this is how all the others need to be. So now let's go to Realtor.com. Wow, Realtor.com. Oh, Realtor.com's not on this. That's not very good. They got to be
Hmm.
upset. Okay, there we go. Nope, that's 236, 248. Wow, Realtor.com's not.
Doesn't even show it.
Wow, So let's go to Realtor.com, and one second, I gotta check in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so the address is, what is it, 248?
Uh-huh. Gillette Drive.
Oh, I gotta learn how to spell. Uh, Gillette Drive, Franklin, TN, and then what's the zip?
37069.
37069. Soich. Soich. Okay, so, yeah, it doesn't really have
It doesn't have anything about me in there, that's for sure. I don't, you know. I mean, it's there, right? I see it.
Now, I guess you got to pay extra to be on Realtor.com to where you get your name there. I'll find out. But I'm gonna put in a little thing. Request info. Yeah. So I just sent request info. Can you check your mail to see if you got it from Realtor.com? It may take a minute too. Sometimes that's the way it goes.
Okay. It's just not here yet. I'll let you know when it comes.
So now let's go back to 248 Gillette Drive, Franklin, and your property video is up there, which is nice. It's on the first page. So when you type in 248 Gillette Drive, Franklin, TN, that shows up. Let's see if it shows up under just. Yeah, it shows up. Awesome. So for just 248 Gillette Drive, the videos show up. Okay.
Okay.
So that's that. What else? Okay. Okay. So we've got to change the whatchamacallit. We got the lead. Like, you need to be the listing agent on Trulia and Zillow, and then the one thing that we can do is on your Trulia channel, make a blog about the property, and then talk about the differences. Which what we're going to do in a few minutes. We're going to go through that comp sheet, and we're going to have a conversation about it. We're going to talk about it, and then we'll use that as content for the blog, and we might even make a video, just basically saying, don't understand why. I mean, this property's priced right. One is selling for way more than, like I said, I thought it was like a mafia deal, because why would it same property sell for $100,000 more, unless there's like, Raiders of the Lost Ark, there's some kind of gold bullion in the floor or something, because it doesn't make sense, based upon what I'm seeing. So
it's very hard for my sellers to wrap their head around it. They're not happy.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I mean, frankly, that's what sort of happens. I mean, it sucks for you because you can't explain it. No one can. If you took 100 real estate agents and gave them the same situation, they're not going to be able to explain how in the world is this happening. So
right.
Okay, so so that's that. So now what's the other property? Give me the address of the other property, please.
Which one?
You in your email you said, what can I do to get my listing? Okay, I thought you said listing.
Yeah. That's the only one that I've got that's active right now. Both the other ones are under contract.
Even the new one that you just got?
Yep.
Nice. You little sales machine.
1 week. 1 week.
Dancing, listing machine. Watch me get down.
But that's only $227K. Those are the easy ones.
Only. There's starving agents in China that would love to have that listing.
Oh, really? I don't think there's a listing for that money in China. I got to be way more than that.
No, it's like when someone says they don't want to eat their broccoli. There's starving kids in China, And
I'm off to school in the snow.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a blog about it on Trulia. And so now let's switch some gears, because what I want to do is I'm going to pull up that thing that you did, the comps. So S. Broward at RealTracs. Oh man, now I got that.
I still haven't gotten an email from you.
Well, sometimes Realtor.com takes a little bit,
Okay.
It shows to me your inquiry has been received. I got an email. Hold on, let me go to that front page. Let me go to the front page, my inbox, which has 19,000 emails. I got tons of folders. I've got 17,433 emails in my inbox that I haven't put into folders yet. It says thank you.
Wow, you need an assistant.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
What?
Wow. Wow. The lead didn't go to you. The
It did
lead.
not.
No, I just got an. Wow. I'm gonna forward it to you. You need to jump on. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. Not good.
Does it
Not
go to
good.
benchmark?
No, it doesn't even go to benchmark. It goes to Remax. Remax Choice
What?
Properties. Gwen Dowland. Yep. That's not good. Realtor.com needs to stop bashing Zillow and Trulia and get their shit together. That 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 would just.
Well, that's weird.
Yep. Not good.
So, how did that happen, do you think?
Don't know. Let me go back to Realtor.com. Realtor.com 248. Yeah, yeah. Tell me more about this property. And I'm not logged into anything. It's right here. Yeah. So how is it that Realtor.com is taking over your lead, your listing? It's
And
showing.
giving it to some random person.
Yeah, and let me look for broker reciprocity. Yeah, it's additional details. It's right here. So long story short, yeah, it's sort of funny because, you know, Realtor.com bashes Trulia and Zillow, but at least Trulia and Zillow, you are the listing agent. You know you're not on this one, but historically you are, and that's what like we'll get Zillow and Trulia to fix it, but this is showing, you know, yeah, it's showing someone else as the
I just sent one to myself. Right beneath that is that house that sold for 100K more.
what? What'd you say? I'm
Or,
sorry.
well, nearby homes for sale. That's the house that sold on Gillette Drive.
255, yeah, 276, yeah,
Okay. I just
but
sent myself one just to see what would happen.
yeah,
So I got one,
right, yeah, you got the notice,
and
but
another agent, Bethany Reiser, is the agent.
yeah, yeah. So Realtor.com is taking taking the thing and doing it. Like, it's just funny. It's funny that talk about terrible. You know, they're stealing your leads. So we'll have to. I'm gonna make a video about that for sure, and get that all over the internet. Okay, so let's go to. I'm gonna go to the whatchamacallit, let's go to the comps, and let's go there. Okay, so the first one. Can you go to that link that you sent me, or do you not have it? Do I need to send it to you?
Yeah, you need to send it to me.
Okay.
Amazon.
Yeah, no worries.
But
Man, now
boy, that
because
really pisses me off. I don't even know how you can't even get a hold of Realtor.com. You can't call them. I don't think.
well, we'll get. I'll make a nice little video for Philip and have him jump on them, because 550 agents, all their listings are going to other people on Realtor.com. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at the full report. Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna stop for a second. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this part of our screencast to go and try and figure out the market, the listing that you have at 248 Gillette, right? That's at 768, and when you look at the comps, comparable. Hold on a second. Okay, so here's the property that you have at 248 Gillette for sale at 768, and it's a 5-bedroom, 7-bath, 5,400 square feet, right? So the comps, this top one is how many baths they done? Oh yeah, it's a 5
It's
bath,
5.5,
5
five
baths,
and
5
and
bedroom.
2 half baths.
Yeah, okay. So, well, no, the first one is Fleetwood Drive, So it's 5 bedroom, 5 bath, and a half bath. That's what it says.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, so comparing your property to this property, what's the square feet on this? I wish.
4751 on that one.
Yeah. So it's smaller, and then the lot size. One wonder what the lot size is.
It doesn't say, but here I can tell you, it's not. It's based on the subdivision. It's going to be small. It's a quarter of an acre.
Okay, so half versus a quarter, fewer bathrooms and smaller living area, and then what about like the school districts?
Same, well, different high school, but it's still in Williamson County. But it's
Okay.
in, yeah.
Okay, so basically, I mean, this is $699, so it's another, you know, 70 grand more. But what can you tell me, about, like, do you know this area? Do you know where this one is versus?
Well, it's in West Haven, which is a pretty nice subdivision, but it's known for its pretty big houses and small lots and small yards, and you don't have compared to the subdivision that my listing is in, there's just no comparison in terms of lots and houses.
Okay. Okay. And then, all right. And then on this other one, this looks like a new construction on Stagecoach.
Yeah.
This one's is the 699 as well, and it's got 6 bedrooms,
Six
five,
bedrooms.
and it's close, so it's closer. But what's the lot size? Lot size doesn't say.
Lot size is about, well, 0.48.
Oh,
So,
yeah, there it is. It's right below the photo on the thing. So
yeah.
okay, so it's comparable, and it's 699, but it looks like it's unfinished.
Correct, and yeah, and actually, it's way on the other side of town. It's a nice area. I mean, there's no reason why someone would want to live over there. It's a great area,
Okay.
but it's new. So you're not going to get all the established trees and all the landscaping and all that stuff that you get with a more established home.
Right. Okay. And then there's one for 719 under John J. Street, but the acreage is 2.6 acres, so that's way more, and it's got five bedroom, 3 bath, and it's got 4,800 square feet. So this is
Okay, so that's got a contract on it. It looks like it's contingent upon financing.
Right.
See,
Right.
where it says status.
No, I
Okay,
know, but we're talking about comps, so trying to figure out the advantages and disadvantages. So and it says new price, so they must have had it listed for more.
right.
Oh, original list. No, they took it out and put it back on. So that's what it looks like, because it doesn't have original list price is the same as the list price on this. So that's what they did. They just sort of took it off and put it back on. Okay.
Yeah.
So and the subdivision, Clovercroft, Hills.
It's totally on the other side of Franklin. I mean, it's completely.
Okay, so let's talk about
It's
that.
south.
So
It's just south.
the other side of Franklin versus what's as a buyer.
Well, where mine is closer to Nashville. On the other, probably just depends on your preference, but my house is on the northern side, and my house is also Franklin High School, which seems to be a more popular high school.
Right, but I need more than that. What is it like? What does each side have? As far as just being on the other side. Like an example, Escondido versus Del Mar. Escondido, you've got, it's more like a ranch or farm type of town, and
Right.
Del Mar is this. So one
Right.
side of Franklin is like what, and on the other side of Franklin is like what?
Well, it's not that simple, but yeah, I would say that this part of town is probably more farmland and bigger lots.
Which side of town?
It's called this one on John J. Court.
Okay. Is it?
You could potentially probably have horses and, just, it's, and where mine is, it's not. It's more, I wouldn't call it urban, but I would say more suburban. You can't do that.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to work on this because in time, we're going to, and this is a comparative element that you're going to have in time versus other agents. Like right now, you're not thinking in those terms, but in the future, you need to, like, you're not going to bash anything, but you're going to show that, it's like, which of your kids are the best? Well, I like this about this one and that about that one. They're all great to me. That's what we're going to get with this area, with the areas that you're
Yeah.
servicing. So the thing is that we have to look at not bashing anything, but like, can you say the other side is so far away? That may or may not be, like, if I'm moving to Franklin, I'm gonna look at the area in its entirety, and then look at, okay, well, you know, um, like there's Rancho Santa Fe and there's Del Mar. Del Mar's close to stuff. Rancho Santa Fe, you got to drive to get to things, and that's, so I'll probably want to live in Del Mar, or I like that the fact that I can have horses and that things are far away, and I don't want people traipsing down my street. The only people that, when I hear a car, it's someone I know, and that's why
Right.
I want to live in Rancho Santa Fe. So
Right.
that's the kind of like lifestyle elements that you're going to work into your head as we do these things, and in time, I'll be able to say, northeast corner of Franklin. Well, there you've got this type of living. You're close, but not too close. You got this, and this, and you know what I mean. That's what we have to.
Yeah, I do. I
because
do.
because you're gonna. What I have found, what really helps is, um, when you do that, it helps your client feel that you're more in tune versus being a clerk. A clerk is
Right.
like, here's the house, here's the homeowner's fees, and cash check or charge. Where if you're like, well, this is this, it's got this for this and that for that. It's close to here, it's far from here. That kind of thing. Um, in time, like it, you may, and because it's you, it'll probably happen. You'll use this technique and it'll backfire. They're like, oh, well, it's not near you know a food recycling bin. Well, then, yeah, we don't want the deal. Let's close the transaction. And I apologize up front for that, because that might happen. But in the long run, though, it'll benefit you when you get to the level that you need to, as far as being able to have that at your disposal when you're doing things, um, and not with the client so much, but in the questions that you answer, in the blogs that you do. And then I've got something which you're getting for your site, is a podcast library. You'll be able to call the 800 number and talk about certain things as they happen to you. Back a long time ago, when I had 1,200 pages of content on Mailsuit Media, I also had 100 podcasts where I would call my 800 number and just talk about things that someone brought up, or that as I was thinking while I'm driving. And I got so much business from that. And when I switched to WordPress didn't have it. Now they do, except I have to custom program something out, which I'll have done pretty soon. And what'll happen is that you'll talk about certain areas. Hey, I'm here in Northeast Franklin, and I just showed a property to somebody, and what they liked about the area was this, and this. So if you like this, you might want to consider Northeast Franklin. Okay, this is bye for now, and then
Right.
that
Right.
kind of thing. And then I can also
Right.
take that audio and put it on photos and make a video of Northeast Franklin, and that was very easy, content to have done. So, but as you do this is the thing that I would say you want to get down, so that way, because right now, if I was coming to you and saying, yeah, I want to buy in Franklin and I want a 5-bedroom, 4-bath house, you're not.
Well, the first thing I would ask them is, what about schools? Do you have any preferences for schools?
No,
I mean, that's how that's,
Well, here we go.
or,
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this situation. I'm going to stop for a second, and then I'm going to ask you. I'm going to be the client. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I can't wait to do it. Are we doing it yet? Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah.
Don't
So
record me.
what?
You're not recording me, I hope.
Yes, I am. Are you kidding?
God.
That's it. You're done. No, here we go. Ready? So, yeah. So on, hey, Shelly, on these properties, I told you our budget is anywhere between, you know, 600 and 800,000. And I'm looking at these listings. Um, Fleetwood, it looks nice, but it looks like it's too close to the street, or it looks like it's like a lot of traffic. Can you tell me about the area? Why would I? And then you tell me the questions that you would ask me. Just do it that way.
Well, that's a great area. That's West Haven. What we probably are going to do is pull out and drive around all these subdivisions. But let me ask you a couple things. Are you interested in a big lot? Do you want privacy, or just is it the house that matters?
Well,
So,
sure. I don't want it. I don't. I'm coming from California, where everything is like a cracker box right next to a cracker box. So I don't really want. I want some room, but I don't want it to where So I like some size, but not too big, but not like the California style where there's just no room.
right. Well, West Haven might be a good option for you then, because they are smaller lots and less grass to mow. More of a social area. It's got a clubhouse and a lot of great pool and that sort of thing. So that might be an option for you if you're not interested in big lots.
Okay,
You know
so stop for a second. The first thing I would say is, what do you consider a big lot? Well, I don't know, a couple acres. Like an acre or less would be good. That
okay,
some people think an acre is a big lot. Where
right,
I lived in Vista, California, and we had an acre, and it didn't seem very big at all. Just because we had a pool in the back, and we had we had this big, like, the house was not. See, what I don't like about this one in West Haven is it's like right next to the street. I mean,
right.
I want to be offset. I want to have it to where I'm not by the road when the cars go by. I hear them. You know, so on our acre lot, our house was set back far enough that it was it just looky loos couldn't walk by and peek into the house. We were too far. We were back a ways, and that's what your property has. Your property has that the right kind of acreage where you know um, it's not right on the street, and you've got some distance between that. And what you said about West Haven is good. That I could visualize that, and that's the kind of stuff that the thing. So now we'll pick up from there and ask me the other questions that you would ask.
Well, I guess one of the questions I would ask is, are you looking for a house that's newer? Do you want something that's brand new? Do you care if it was built in the early 2000s? What about the finishings on the house? Does that matter, or is it something that you could upgrade once you got in there if you got the right price?
Sure. Well, what when you say does it like if it was built in 2000, you said has there been
Yes.
is there anything in the area that would be a problem, like if the house was they like being older is not a problem so long as everything works right and there's no like in California you have earthquakes and you have stuff and there could be structural issues, but a house here built in 2000, are they still nice? Are they I mean they're still good? Is there
Well, some of them, yeah, of course, they're good, but some of them could have older finishings. A lot of the
okay.
newer houses have the oil bronze, and they've got a lot of fancy new stuff in it. And
Right.
would it make a difference to you if they didn't have that, but you got it
Yeah,
for the right
yeah.
price and you could come in and upgrade?
Well, that's sort of yeah, right. Okay, so some people would have an answer one way or the other. So like I would want newer. I want a newer look, but if the price was right and we needed to rehab part of the house, I'm open to that.
Right.
And
Okay.
then the other thing would be schools. Are schools important? And then I said no, but if it was, then you would do it. So now let's get to let's go back to your listing, and basically, the thing about it is that, um, and it doesn't it okay, so the size of it, you have a good frontage from the road, and how about to the sides? Are there is it are you close to your neighbors? Do you have some room?
I would say you have some room, but you, for example, if you were to drive up the driveway to go around to the back, you would pass your neighbor's air conditioning unit. You know, and if you look out one of the windows, you'll see it. It's you're close
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, that's fine. It's not like UTC where everything's right next to each other,
No,
but it's not like Rancho Santa Fe. It's in the middle.
exactly. And all these homes are about the same size, so everybody has a big footprint. You drive down the street, and every house has at least a half an acre, so it feels big. Feels like a lot of space.
Yeah, so it feels big, but it's manageable because it's not like you have to hire someone to mow the back 40. So that's good. And then and frankly, as I look at at that a couple of the properties, they look really close to the road. You know, where yours is farther back. Like that 2016 John Jay, that has a good frontage. The front has some room.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the
It does. Well, it's 2 acres, so of course it's
well,
going to have
regardless,
stuff.
yeah, but I mean, they can still. I've seen. Well, it's one of those things. Anyway, so Stagecoach, that looks funny. It looks like, did they have a drone take a picture of it, or is it up on a hill and there's some engineering that's here, let me.
Well, Stagecoach is a newer. Well, this one was built in 2007, but they're doing a lot of new building, new construction in there. It's all flat, pretty much flat area over there.
Okay, so I'm going to the street view. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, so they had a drone. They did a drone shot. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, because when if you do the type in the address on Google and then go to Street View, it shows you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's another thing too. This is another thing, is that now this is back. Was October 2007, so it was 7 years ago. So it's probably all built out now.
It is totally built up. It's quit building over there almost.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So because one of the things I was going to say was, if it is still new construction, then you've got all the new construction lovely sounds and dust and dirt and nails in your tires and all that stuff that sometimes it's worth just being in a established
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I just sold a house over there. They built new, and I think there's probably maybe 5 or 6 lots left over there right now that they're actually building. So, beautiful area.
Okay. All right. Okay. So what I'd like to do is, um, tomorrow or Sunday, I want to have us do a blog together. If you could just send me like the pluses and minuses of the property versus the comps that we're looking at, um, and then I'm going to throw out some of my noob stuff. Cause see, I'm looking at some like the one in Pierre Springs Way for 734.
Oh, yeah,
It's
West
right.
Haven again. Yeah.
It's right on the street. And
Well,
then I look at this other one in Garden Shear Court. That's like pretty close to the street, and so is Montalena, and it's like, and then Gillette looks good. Gillette looks like
yeah,
looks good. I mean,
it is. You're right. You're right. All these are real close to the streets, and they're subdivisions. The houses are all just okay. So they're just big houses and big subdivisions where there's not a whole lot of property. You can see the acreage, or it's usually about a quarter acre houses on these other subdivisions, and that extra half is huge.
yeah, yeah, and then the other thing too is, That's the other thing. So the other thing is that is does the river landing, does that have a like the overall feel, like how close things are, shops and this, how does that feel on top of the fact that you've got, this kind of lot size with the property setback, and so you have some privacy, and then surrounding it, is there, is it close to stuff, things like that. I got to you do your part, that from being there. I'm going to do my part from the client side, because we need to zero in the client for this type of property. Like example, Del Mar versus Rancho Santa Fe.
Right.
They have different lifestyles. Both. There's a lot of people that would live in both, but we're selling Rancho Santa Fe and or Del Mar, and we need to make sure that we communicate. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's how close you are to things. Here's this and that, and then we go from there. That's what we need
Okay.
to do.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot. Honestly, just looking at all these other listings, we've got everybody beat in terms of location and the closeness of where it is, the proximity. I mean, especially for someone who works in Nashville. I mean, it's like on that side of town. You can be in Nashville in 20 minutes. So it's a huge. I just don't get it. I mean, it's so close to shopping and downtown Franklin, and I mean, it's a great location.
Okay. So here's what I need from you. I need you to bug me tomorrow around this time to make sure that I take the time to zero in and get the feel of it, because that's what you just said in that little piece. That's what we need to put into content and get out and make it to where because you said, see, now here's the thing. Before you were saying it's on the other side of Franklin. Well, if the other side of Franklin is farther away from Nashville and more of a hassle to get to Nashville, then that's a missing piece that I didn't know about till just now. It's like, okay, so technically you're on the better side of Franklin in relation to getting to other places, like getting to Nashville if you have a need for that. So
Right.
I mean, like ball players, celebrities, stuff like that.
Doctors,
Right.
lawyers, anybody that works in Nashville or and all the hospitals are down there, the big ones. Yeah.
Right.
But,
So that's where it's this area could be more targeted, and their personality wants, they don't want people to walk, on the sidewalk and look into their house. They want this kind of layout, and depending upon the floor plan and stuff like that, that's how we market. That's how we need to accentuate the lifestyle that it offers, and then we can go further. So just bug me tomorrow around 4 o'clock your time, and make sure that I've taken the time to research this, because if I didn't by then, I will Saturday night, because I've got nothing going on, and I'll get that dialed in, and then on Sunday, I'll get it finalized, and then I'll send it to you. You send yours to me, and then we'll polish it all out and get a good thing that we can blog about it on Trulia on your site, and then I'll spin it off into other websites that will talk about. We need a keyword that people will be searching for that will then discover this, the river landing, and then discover the property. So that's how we'll market this. And then
okay, so what you need from me basically is to talk about the property versus the comps, or just talk about the lifestyle, and give you all the pluses and minuses of the property.
Yeah. And then any more that you could say, like you just did a few minutes ago, about how it's on the other side, closer to Nashville. There's things there. This is going on, that kind of stuff, so I can visualize it, and we can put that into more captivating words, so that people are like, well, yeah, that's I'm this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that. I like, to me, a lot of celebrities and ball players and, like you said, professionals, they or an example, Cardiff and Lacosta were perfect for attorneys, and it was 20 minutes from downtown San Diego, and
Right.
they loved it because it had, the houses had a good quality. They had the good floor plans. They had the pool in the back, and they had privacy because of the landscaping around it. So they had their little world. And in La Costa, you had it, a little bit, not as good as this, but a little bit back from the street, and you had your own little world, even though you were close. You were close to
Right.
the person next to you. This is the typical La Costa, Cardiff kind of thing to downtown is the same kind
Yes.
of message we have to develop for this.
Yeah.
And
No, I
basically,
hear you. I totally understand because people like that aren't interested in. They're busy. They're corporate, and so they're not. They're not. They don't want to mow and garden. Maybe they're. They paid for that shit to get done.
and when they 20 minutes is about, it was like a little longer than that from La Costa to downtown, given the time. But it's something that gives them the ability to, decompress before they get home and get prepared before they get there. And so this may be just one little niche, but it does two things by saying this and sort of going after, buyer profiles. It there's people that will fit exactly, and there's people that will go, yeah, I'm not an attorney, or I'm not a doctor, or I'm not a ball player, but I do this and I like the same style of living where it's so many minutes and I can do the thing and I've got my privacy, but I don't, I've got this and that. Those are the elements that if we niche this out and we have it online and we niche some more out and we're basically talking in relation to solutions or lifestyle versus here's the property. It's like, how does the property apply to me, kind of thing. In time, as you get more of those dialed out, you'll all of a sudden you'll get people out of the woodwork. They'll be just like, yeah, I saw what you did, I saw your video, and blah 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 blah. And that's
Mm.
the
All right.
that's what we need to
Well,
work
and
on.
on top of all of that, it's in the very best school district in the state, and probably the best three, elementary, middle, and high schools. So, I mean,
Okay.
on top of that,
Make bullet points of all that. The other thing too, right away, is you need to go into your Zillow profile and tell them to associate that to you, and then your Trulia profile. Say, hey,
yeah, I'm
not.
going to do that right now.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll check in with you tomorrow,
Yep.
and I'll have some stuff done.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, Glenn.
See
Have a
you.
good night.
You too.